Scott, maybe you can help us out with this. When you look at this and you hear Jose talk about the damage that was along that road, that Falling Springs Road, and it connects to Carlton Drive, it seems that was the path that came through from Oklahoma into Decatur, and then all parts of Benton County. And it just seems like this, you can't hardly see the damage, but just the description of it, this was a powerful tornado.
The National Weather Service will send field crews. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't send someone today, if not today, certainly by tomorrow, to survey the damage. And they're going to look at a lot of different types of damage indicators. One of the things they look at are types of structures that were impacted. For instance, if a structure was built 50 years ago to a certain set of standards, well, it's only going to hold so much weight in the damage assessment as, say, a newer building that was built to different, more sturdier standards. They're going to look at the debris field. They're going to look at a whole array of different damage indicators and assign it a rating. Preliminarily, we can assess based off of wind speeds from Doppler radar alone and just how high the debris was being lofted. There in Benton County, at one point, it was up to 27,000 feet. So you look at a couple of those things. In the history of tornadoes, you can start to make some comparisons, and the data is generally pretty close to accurate when it comes to those final ratings. EF2, plausibly an EF3. Which is a very strong tornado. Of course, this is on a scale of up to 5 being the absolute worst. And we don't see a lot of EF3s. The Little Rock tornado, March 31st of last year, was an EF3. Altus, way back when, Altus and Denning, I think it was like 2011, I think, that was an EF4. You don't hear of a lot of these stronger tornadoes. But given radar presentation alone, it wouldn't surprise me one bit. I'm afraid to say that if it's rated an EF3, much like the difference between damaging winds and in rotation, what difference does it make? A rating's a rating. It's something that goes on paper and that's it. At the end of the day, people's lives are upended. It's scary. And this is going to be, unfortunately, a Memorial Day weekend that a lot of folks are going to remember for all the wrong reasons for a really long time. And sunrise this morning coming up at 6:03. We're going to have a much better idea of the scope of the damage. I've been seeing a lot of photos that have been tweeted and texted in, and it certainly looks very scary. It doesn't look like the home that we all know and love. And the good news is we can rebuild. I've yet to hear of any fatalities or injuries. That's not to say that there aren't. Maybe we have actually anecdotally heard of some injuries. I just don't have a count per se. We'll pass along more information as we get with that. Let's take a